thanks for joining today's Stream Elements.
Oonts, oonts, oonts.
The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Freikberg. Welcome in and thanks for joining today Rugmatmat. The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds. Welcome in and thanks for joining today SMC Mai.
Hey, everybody. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Early Birds, Frackberg, and May, and Rugmat Butt. Ads are almost done. All right. Shall we? Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go now.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today's match.
Hey, Rug Matt. Woo!
Thanks for joining today, Clark here.
Oh, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Clarkio Shenanigan Show. The first one of 2026. Good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. I am your host, Clarkio, Clarkio. You can watch here live on twitch.tv/ClarkIO and youtube.com/ClarkIO every Friday, practically at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. Be there or be square. All right. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you all. Had a nice little break, holiday break. Technically, I'm still off of work until Monday. So that's good. Welcome to the new year. Yes, happy new year. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Thank you for tuning in to the first stream of the new year and my Streamiversary celebration stream. Technically, it's in 2 days, January 4th, but I don't stream on the 4th on what is that going to be? A Sunday. So we're going to do this today, essentially. We'll do a quick little segment on streaming since 2018. So it's going to be 8 years. It's 8 years now. Crazy how time flies and how much has changed in that long period of time on Twitch, on streaming in general, and all that stuff. And yeah, we'll reflect on that a little bit. We'll talk about 2026. Really, it's going to be, I mean, the TLDR of it, or too long didn't watch, TLDW. Just more of the same, at least streaming wise. You know, maybe I'll change some of the branding and stuff this year. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I haven't been thinking about like what I want to do streaming wise, really. I just want to keep doing what I've been doing. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. Anyway, we'll get into the weeds of all that. I want to hear wins of the week from you all. For those of you that hear that have something, whether it's for this week or the past year, if you think back and reflect on the year, what's some of your wins? Would love to have a good session, good segment, hearing about all the good stuff happening in your neck of the woods. If you don't know what that is, type in !WOTW into the chat to find out more. For those that are not familiar with the stream, typical segments go just chatting like this, where we talk about wins of the week. Again, you can use that command to find out more. Then we get into Wordle and connections, and then we get into the technical segment of the show, where we work on some software development related stuff. Okay, so if any or all that interests you, I hope you stick around. If not, have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Rackberg says new branding should be based around Chair. He does all the work for this stream, you know. True. He's the backbone of the stream, support system of the stream. And if it were not for Chair, I don't know if this stream would be here. So thank you, Chair. Good on you, Chair. Proud of you, Chair. Another year down together. But yes, I agree, Frackberg. We definitely should have Chair incorporated more. We'll look into that, I think, as a goal for this year. All right, so talking wins of the week, wins of the year. Wins of the week, I would say just had a great time with family and friends over the holiday break. We had a lot of family over for Christmas, and we went to family members for Christmas Eve. Got to see a lot of all sorts of family members, from aunts, uncles, cousins, all that stuff. It was a good time all around. We heart Chair 2028. Yes, Frackberg. Bringing back some oldie but goodies right there. What else? Kind of went to the gym a little bit. I went this morning and I went on Tuesday. So still kind of keeping up that habit. Overall, like win of the year, I would say, is this past year. 2025 was the first full year of consistent exercising. And I would say on average, I did meet my goal of going twice a week to the class that I've signed up for, type of thing. So I feel good about that and continuing to do that. But I had started in like November of 2024. So it's a little over a real year from this time I started that I've been doing that. So feel good about that. I mean, I reached that goal. I'm happy about that. What else for the year? A lot of good stuff. A lot of good trips this year. I'd say some good growth too. Challenged myself, like I think back in terms of growth, like from a professional standpoint, technical standpoint, on short notice.
Thanks for joining today, Unperturbed Plumber 05.
On short notice, going to a conference and presenting and running the booth mostly by myself. That was quite a challenge, and I pushed through that, and I'm proud that I did that type of thing. What else? I'm proud of the results that we got. I still have to do, I was going to kind of do that this morning, but I got busy with the gym and other stuff, like getting a head start on work for Monday. But the big thing I'm going to be doing is like looking at all the YouTube analytics for the Sneak channel. Speaking of, shout out to Sneak, even though today I'm off, but shout out to Sneak, snyk.io. Check out the website, my employer. I love working there. I love the people I work with, and I love what we do to help developers with security, especially in this AI era. So a lot of cool stuff coming in 2026 from Sneak too, as a heads up on that. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, just growth from a professional standpoint and that type of thing. So yeah, feeling good in YouTube analytics, right? So we've had, actually this Monday is going to be the first Monday we're going to be taking a break. Basically, it's going to be the first Monday in over a year where we've consistently published every week. There was some weeks where there's one other time. I think it was during elections of 2024. We took that week off. U.S. elections it was. We didn't post anything that week. Or did I push it off a week? There was I feel like there was one other week where we skipped and didn't actually post, and it was because of like current events or stuff like that was going on. And then there was one other time where we pushed, maybe one or two times where we pushed from, instead of the usual Monday posting time frame, we posted on Tuesday. But outside of that, those small handful, we have been very consistent on the YouTube channel and seen steady growth there. So I'm very proud of that. I'd really like to, just because my boss is like, we're doing great. Like, he's like, just keep it up, do your thing, and that's all good. And in my mind, I'm like, I want to do better. I want us to grow faster and figure out how to do things more efficiently and whatnot, and just keep improving. So anyway, I want to try and scale up our growth on the YouTube channel somehow, like just trying new things and experimenting way more than we've done over the past year. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. And then personally, I want to keep up doing the exercising twice a week thing. I'm gonna keep doing that into the new year here, just basically just keeping up that habit. I feel like that's good enough, and it kind of encourages me to do little things here and there between those days. You want to stretch, Rugmat? We can stretch. So I'm very glad with that. I want to keep that up. We were talking about in the Discord, folks were sharing their wins. It was May and Sean talking about the books that they read and how many books they read over the year, and it got me thinking. Like, this past year was the first time I hadn't really had any kind of focus on reading, like I had in the past couple years. So I think I might look to do that again this year, like just have a little bit more, tie that more into my habits again. And then the other one I told you all about, spending less time on the bowl. So far I'm good. I've been time tracking, chat. Between yesterday and today, I'm averaging under, I would say under 2.5 minutes is my average so far. I'm keeping track. I'm timing myself with my watch right now. I don't know how long this habit's going to stay up with timing myself. The habit of short shits though, that's the 2026 goal, because there's so much time I'm going to get back from that. I want to say on average last year I spent like 15 minutes in there on the bowl. So hey, good timing, Dusman. Great discussion here we're having, talking about 2026. Thank you for the 69 months resub, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Are you trying to hit me up? No. Okay. So yeah. All right, let's do stretch. Courtesy of Rugmat for that. Head on over to the gym here. You checked here first. Nice. All right, thanks. All right, stretch it out. Arms parallel to the floor. Pull your arms back behind your back a little bit. You're going to be doing thumbs up right now, and then you're going to slowly, while they're back behind you and stretched out parallel to the floor, you're going to rotate your thumbs down. First stretch of 2026. Let's go. All right. I can only do that with my... Yeah, it's true. You're just still recovering there. All right, the other one's for carpal tunnel. Shake that out. Take it out. The other one's for carpal tunnel. You're gonna push your hands into each other back to back though, and bend at the wrist and hold that there for a little bit. The gym looks a little empty for the first week of January. Yeah, I know, right? When I went to my my class this morning, there was a handful of new faces in there, and I was like, okay, all right. Thankfully, it wasn't so crowded that like I was fighting for a spot type of thing. All right, shake that out. Shake that out. You clasp your hands and roll your shoulders forward and pull away a little bit there. So yeah, I was glad. It's like I don't mind there being, you know, people having new goals and whatnot. It's so funny how this always happens this time of year. But when it gets so busy for the like regulars that you're struggling to find a spot or something like that, that's when I'll be like, all right, come on, give me priority at least. I've been doing this consistently for like a year and a half here at this place, and there's people that have been there way longer, done way more classes. But all right, stretch done. Thank you, Rugmat, for redeeming that first stretch request channel point redemption of the 2026 year. So speaking of logistics and stuff, or bringing up logistics and stuff like that, this is gonna be a fairly short stream. I don't think I'm gonna really do much of the working on the WoS Words on Stream Plus tool, because I've been doing a lot off stream. I'll catch you all up on that, and ask you all to keep trying out these things and testing it out and reporting what you're seeing. Like May has been doing a fantastic job of that in the Discord channel. We'll talk through that. I'll do the Wordle. We're going to talk about Wordle because it's a new year now. So you all beat me in 2025. We got to talk about, I meant to do this over the break, but I didn't. So I got to get on it. Picking a charity to donate to. You all will vote on it type of thing. I'll give you some options and then you all can vote on it in the Discord. Speaking of, if you want the invite for that, head on over to or use the command in chat !Discord, or go to clarkio.com/Discord for the link there.
Welcome in and thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. So we'll do the reset of the Wordle competition that we do every year. We'll play connections together, maybe play a little bit of words on stream together, talk about while we're playing words on stream, I'll talk about like reflecting on, you know, 8 years of streaming, and then we'll call it a day. All right. Sound good to everybody? All right. So let's get into, if anybody has wins of the week too. I don't think I've seen any wins of the week. It's just me sharing today. Nobody's got wins. Come on, you all got some kind of wins. Doesn't have to be huge, just little wins, you know. Did you have a PB&J sandwich? Did you have your favorite dessert over the holiday season? Did you get to see somebody you haven't seen in a long time over the holiday season? Did you get through the holiday season? Right? There's that a little bit too. A lot happened over the holidays, good and bad. Mostly good. It was really good having the family here. I wish I could see them more. And then Caterate was here with her husband. He broke his hand here. That was interesting. Felt so bad. So there's that. That's what I mean by some of the bad that happened. He was a trooper though. What else? I think that's about it. All right. Well, if you all don't have anything else, we'll just keep moving along here. Let's switch over to Wordle. All right, starting fresh. Here we go. All right. So, as a reminder for anybody that's not familiar, as a reminder for anybody that forgot, or for anybody that's not familiar and new here, play Wordle every stream. And if I guess it in 3 or less guesses, I get a point. If it takes me 4, 5, or 6 attempts, then you all get a point. If I fail completely, you get 3 points. So, I'm going to go with round on the second guess here. Okay, not much to work with. Group. Broke. Ah. All right. Looks like you're starting off the year with a point for you all at least. Got the R and the O at least. All right. We win. There you go, Rugmat. Crop. Croyle. Brown. Frolic. Croyle. I should have guessed broil. That would have been a better one. Raleigh? Prowl. Let's try prowl. Ooh. Groove? No. Frog? Roy? What the heck is this word? Proppy? Proxy. What? Oh no. Oh, no. Come on, I can't start the year like this. Oh no. What the heck could this be? Man, you're looking for 3 points right there, Rugmat. We're looking for 3 points for you all. Prof. What the heck is this word? Right. Is it proppy? Proip? Prompt? Is that a word? No, okay. Trombone. Proim? I don't think that's a word. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Project. Proppy. Prop. PP. Prof. What the frick? What is this word? Trombone. Is it prum? Is it double O? Tell me it's a double O. Proof. Is it double O? It's got to be double O. Oh, lordy. That was a close one. Woo! Okay. Hey, avoided disaster there, okay? We avoided disaster. What a save. Thank you. All right, so now, again, if you're not already in there, join up on the Discord. Head on over to the Wordle channel. Drop your results. You don't have to hide it like me. I hide mine because people know my starting word. And, yes, I got it in 6 out of 10. The worst out of anybody. Hey, Chris Jones. Congrats on the 2 out of 6 today. Well played. And we have a Wordle bot here. Keeps track of your results, saves it to a database. You can choose to opt in to be on the leaderboard if you go to clarkio.com/Wordle. This is the leaderboard right here. Rugmat has a nice lead on me with 7 wins. I was catching up a little bit there. But, yeah. I had like today. Days like today, you know? That's what happens. So, there is that. All right, now let's play connections together. Oh, we got to update that. And before I do that, I got to update the message. Moving on to the new year. We're going to cut this out. Move that into here. We're going to give you all a point for 63 lifetime score. And now we have to add in 2026 scores. We got Clarkio, big old goose egg, and chat has won. Congratulations, chat. I'm happy for you. For the third year in the row now, we're playing this. And you've already started off with a nice lead. Last updated. We gotta put last updated. Last updated January 2nd, 2026. It's a new year. Yeah, right. Alrighty. Alright, now we play connections. Together. Do a hard refresh here. Play 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, what do you got, chat? What do we got? We got record, routine, record, log, note, jot. I feel like that's one. Bar, standard, example. You were hoping I would type something like promo. I'm glad I didn't think of that one. May says, will there be a new leaderboard for the new year? You mean like what I just did? Was that message just before I did that and I missed it? Or do you mean on the website? Actually, if you mean on the website, that's a cool idea. If we sorted by year. Yeah, it's cumulative. It'd be cool if it was by year, right? That's what you're thinking? Yet another project. Squash, sail, seek, shive, symmetric, sexample, spar. Maybe it's that. Vegetables minus starting letter. Wow, I got really lucky on that one. I thought it was words that are missing the S. That was a lucky guess right there. I just didn't get shive. I was like, what's shive? Whatever. I'm going to send it. Squash, leek, kale, and chive. Okay. Got real lucky on that. All right, what's this one? Yeah, bar, metric, standard, example. I think it's just, yeah, setting a goal. Benchmark. There we go. Chive. No. Chive. Like CHIVE. I was just guessing, oh, shive, like everything starting with an S type of thing. Boy, was I wrong. All right, we also have a connection channel in the Discord. Again, ! Discord for the link, or go to clarkio.com/Discord. And you can join in there, play the daily games like this, and share your results. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Yep. All right. What did I say else we're going to do? First, we're going to do that. Our, is it first stream, I think it is? There it is.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Nothing is impossible.
No, what are you waiting for? Do it!
Do it. All right,
Do it!
Shy.
Yes, you can!
Simmer down, dude. Generally what I like to do for a stream anniversary is reflect back on the very first stream I ever did. And back then I didn't know what to stream, so I just streamed doing code challenges on Coding Wars or codewars.com. And I just did a screen share, camera and mic share, and just went with it. And that's how it all started, folks. You can see I didn't have any fancy green screen camera, any overlays, any effects really, or anything going on. I just went for it. And it was like that for a good while. Look at this, look at that face too. Amazing what 8 years can do, huh? Ready? This face and that face. You remember clean shaven Clark?
Yep.
Who is that young guy? I'm still young. Still young. Just saying. The other thing I like to do for stream anniversary is go to look at like old clips too. Pause. Channel. Videos. Clips. All time. Oh, remember these? All right, we're gonna pause the music for this while we do a little reflection. I was never young. I've been an old man my whole life. You know? Yeah. It might be an old soul type of thing. Look at this, the category, science and technology. Look at that graphic. What a crappy graphic, huh? Now we have software and game development. Some of these are real goofy and like I don't really want to reflect on or rehash. Like, you know, we'll do this real quick, okay?
Thanks for joining today, Trin 560.
Hey Trin, thank you for the happy stream anniversary. Look at this goofball. Oh, to be young and stupid again. 7 years ago. Look at that overlay, by the way. It's pretty sick, huh? Pretty sick. Take it down a notch. Yeah, we can check that one out too. That's a good staple. That's a good staple. Hey, quiet down. Nobody asked you. What's this? I peed? Oh, I still have these glasses next to me. I should honestly, I'm supposed to be wearing them. Instead of showing I'm pissed off, I've changed how I handle it. I now just say I peed instead. That was a silly clip. I don't know why we clicked on that. Silly clip. I don't know why we clicked. Stop! All right. Yeah, we used to have Notable Clips Day. That was fun. I miss those days too. This was back when I was like very active consumer of live streams.
Open up a pull request prompt.
Wait, this ain't even
more description if you wanted, but again, your commit message will be enough information for me. And you can say click create pull request. And there you go.
Look at that beard.
Can we clip that?
No gray.
Can share that so that people can.
Yeah, you did clip that. A little preview of what the intro used to look like at the old place with all the cameras. Camera 1. And the light bulb was still there. Remember the light? That's what all this branding is based off of, the light bulb. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this isn't like peak intro time. I had like 4 or 5 cameras at one point. So I used to set up old phones as cameras. Such a good song. I love that song. All right. We used to game. Oh my gosh. This is a good one. We were spectating Finite Singularities.
While skiing down the mountain, this man is truly talented. How could you not watch this? How could you dare peel your eyes away from the screen in this moment in time to witness this greatness?
Here we go. We're gonna carve it up.
Carving it up, baby. Yes. I want to see that fresh powder spraying in our faces here on the screen. All right, here we go. Whoa, we're going left. We're going rightsy. Lefty Louie. Don't hit people, please. Watch out for that bystander. We know you're a professional here. You got this. Oh, that was smooth.
Carving there, but that's okay.
So smooth. Buttery smooth. Like the gums of a grizzly bear on that mountain, drooling over this fresh meat. Slippery smooth down that mountain. Carving it up.
I don't know where I came up with that. I was so serious about it too. Look at my face when I'm doing that. Dude, Twitch, why do I have to...
A rendition of the song meat.
Look how serious my face is.
Over this fresh meat.
I should be a professional skiing commentator, huh? Yeah. Clarkio after Darkio. You know? Wait, how do you know about Clarkio after Darkio? Trin? Save some swag. Thank you for the happy stream anniversary. Take it down a notch. Save some swag for the rest of us. What you mean, Trin? I was going through old photos this Frackberg in my downloads and found the one of you with the fish. I still have that background, don't I? Where is it? I'm pretty sure I have this one. Does this work? Oh, yeah, there's that. There it is. You're talking about that fish, right? Frackberg? Trent says, I was sad I missed the dancing. This makes up for it. Nice. Good to hear. I'm sad you never did anything with Clarkio after Darkio. Oh, that's why you said that. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of sad about that too. But it's just, it's a time thing, Frackberg, you know? Maybe when the kids are older and they don't want to, they want nothing to do with me. They don't want my time. And then I'll just embarrass them by doing stuff like that. The only way I'll get the attention from them again. Frackberg says, this didn't seem to bother you much, but me riding next to that truck IRL about gave you a heart attack. Wait, you said it didn't bother me much, but you riding next to that truck IRL. I do remember the IRL bike stream you did. I don't think I was streaming at that time though. Like, I think I was just watching, right? You did scare me. Because I've been here forever, yeah. I'm just laughing, imagining what that even was. Well, so a buddy, a friend that also streams, it might be even live right now, Finite Singularity, really nice guy. He decided he was streaming. He set up a whole rig to be able to stream himself IRL while he was skiing. He'd never done it before, never like done streaming like that before. Normally does streaming like how you see me doing it. And so I was like, I got to check this out live on stream. Oh, Finite skiing didn't bother me. Yeah. So that's what the context of this is. So it's like a buddy in the streaming community, software and game development community here. He was streaming IRL. He was going outside of his normal streaming content. IRL streaming is the worst. For the host or the viewers? I think for the viewers it's great. For the host it's tough to do. You gotta get so much things put together. Or you just mean overall, like what IRL streaming has done to like live streaming in general? Then yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. Oh man, this is a oldie but a goodie. It's a classic from the Clarkio channel. This is IRL right now.
How's your Sunday going?
This is an IRL stream. I decided to spin up my laptop, webcam, and some cheapo microphone I think I had, and live stream myself fixing my dryer.
Hi. How's your Sunday going?
Yeah, definitely felt that. You know, how long ago was this? This was 6 years ago now. Yeah, so many dumb little issues trying to keep everything online. Ah, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, it's the worst in that regard. Yep. Oh, this is another good one too. I really should get back into trying this out. So, for folks that don't know what's going on here, one, I'm being a fool eating like Oreo cookies or something like that while this music is playing. But the music that you hear playing is music that I made through this software. I forget the name of the software. What the heck is it called? But basically, you can write programs, like write programming code. Okay. And it makes the music based on how you program it. You know? So, I don't know if you can hear in the background. It might be kind of low. Stuff in my face. Frackbrick says dual bot moment was a good one. Pretty sure that got clipped. Oh yeah. I don't know if I have that saved anywhere. And I'm drinking milk too. Cookies and milk. Like a child.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today TypeScript Tea Time.
Thank you, TypeScript Tea Time. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well. Hope your New Year's off to a good start. If you got any wins of the week or wins of the year, let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear it. I'm just reflecting on old clips and things like that happened over the years. We're up to 8 years now. Oh yeah, we just recently had our first golden kappa. That one's going to go down in history on the channel. Very proud of that.
Kappa's on the Clarkio channel here, courtesy of 50 gifted subs in total from Ian Douglas and a 50 bomb from WW Sean 08.
You hear the vacuum going in the
I'm
background.
speechless. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate that, and we're gonna enjoy these golden caps.
Is my mic
first
that?
time ever on the channel for 24 hours.
I gotta dial in my mic again. I feel like it's off, even in the videos I record too. What else? There's some good ones. Oh, the Among Us one. Where's Sean? Is Sean here? We'll save that one and see if Sean pops in. We'll do that. What else? What else? So like the color or the overlay how I have it set up so you can change colors. That all started with a light bulb. That's why my branding is the light bulb.
Thanks for joining today Code with CN.
What's up, Code with Sean? I'm talking about Sean 08. When he was one of the people that played Among Us in this one. When I used to do so basically I used to stream. I don't know if I was streaming 3 days a week at this point. I think I was streaming just Fridays, and then I would do gaming nights. It was like beer and games night. We called it bag night, and I would play games. I think this is from one of those nights where, typically I would just play with buddies of mine that I've known in person, type of thing. But I think in this one we had decided to like get the community together and start playing Among Us. And Sean 08 had an awesome round in there, and that's what that clip is about. But yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, Coach Sean. Good to see you. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I forgot about that emote, Frackberg. I didn't even know that was still a thing. That's Kappa with the C. Yeah, there you go, Trin. You got it too. Clarky2 bulb. So yeah, the light bulb is what started the branding. Light bulb project is one of the first big projects. So I started off streaming where I was doing just the code challenges. There's a website, codewars.com. There's a bunch of them out there that like just present you with like problems to try and solve, and you use programming and software, programming to solve those problems. And so that's how I started off streaming, because I didn't know what the heck to stream about when it came to programming, because everybody at the time was only streaming like gaming or like artwork. In fact, at that time, this category, science and technology, didn't even exist when we first started streaming programming. So a lot of people would stream under the creative category, which is where there was a lot of people doing artwork, like drawing, painting, that type of stuff, but also like knitting and crafting and all that kind of stuff was all under creative. It was like this big all-encompassing category that lots of different things fell under. And then Twitch slowly recognized that they needed to, like, there's more niches that they should be allowing when it comes to streaming categories that people stream under. And so then they opened up, and that's when the first breakup of that creative category came to be, and they started with science and technology. So science and technology still exists today, but that's more focused on people, or it's supposed to be, at least my understanding, focused on people that are doing more, science things, like talking about space, rockets, maybe chemistry, stuff like that, right? Maybe you're doing streams about testing out new tech that comes out, hardware and whatnot. Like that's kind of the gist I get. And then there's software and game development, where it's like you're doing software related things, whether, building websites, building apps, building games, that type of thing. And that, I don't know, how long have we had that category now? I don't really recall. Maybe a couple of years now. So that's kind of the evolution of how things change in terms of Twitch category streaming for programming related stuff. But yeah, I started off doing the Code Wars stuff, and then the first big project was the light bulb. And I think I thought there was a clip in here that I saw briefly, but I must have skipped over it. The first time the bulb worked, like we got it working for the first time. Well, it was really like a cool moment. But basically, the whole idea behind the project with the light bulb was I built a chat bot that would listen to commands in chat and then would send it off to the cloud. And back then it was like Azure AI. It wasn't like AI what we have today. It was doing like natural language processing, and it would determine your intent of like, okay, your chat message says that you want to change the light bulb to a certain color or turn it on or off or something like that. And then based on what the AI outputted to my project or my code, then I would go and send the commands to the API to do that thing. It was really kind of a convoluted way to use natural language processing and AI in Azure for that, but it was still fun and challenging. And so then what it would do is it would physically change the light bulb behind me in the office when I showed it in that other clip. Oh, this might be it right here. Yeah, so you see the light bulbs behind me?
Okay, syntax error. Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah, there it is. This is the first
It
time
went
I got
red.
Matthew Kozlowski.
It went red. You said red and it went red. Some type of syntax error, but we'll get past that. Do it again. Do it again.
Fracker says, I feel like the software category came out during COVID. I think you're right. It was probably around that time. I think Twitch is done making categories at this point. I feel like how many more categories can they do? So that was the first time we ever got that bulb working. And that's how it started the project. And then it grew into getting the overlay to change colors with it. And then I dumped the bulb. I still have the bulb somewhere around here. But I don't have it hooked up to do all that anymore. And because I started doing the green screen and everything, it's like, well, the light changing colors in the room, I think the novelty of it kind of wore off, in my opinion. So that's how that started. And then I jumped around between other projects from there. I did like VS Code extensions, like the Twitch line highlighter. That was a huge hit back in the day. I remember that when I got like the first release of that and I tweeted about it, it got quite a bit of traction. Like one of my first viral tweets back then, viral for that time frame too, where people were like, oh wow, this is really cool. And it made them like check out software and game development streams and stuff like that. So the idea behind that extension, if you're not familiar, was, how I use like this, Visual Studio Code is my text editor for, I don't have anything. Okay. Like if I'm writing code here, right? So let's say I'm making some changes on this. What you would be able to do is imagine this is the chat room. You'd be able to say line, I don't know, 7 to 9. There's a bug there, right? And what it would do is that way I didn't have to. What was nice about it is I wouldn't have to necessarily read everything in chat all the time or pay attention. People will be helping debug problems that I was having in my code or whatever, and they'd be like, "Hey, I caught it," right? And they would just highlight. It would show up a highlight on my screen inside the editor, and then I'd be able to hover over it and see that, oh, okay, Coding with Sean says there's an issue here on these 3 lines of code or something like that. It's a great project. That was a good one. That's another major project. What else? We did the camera. We used that AI library that would analyze. It would use computer vision to analyze when I'm looking at the camera, and then that way it would switch to that scene in OBS. That was a really good project over the years. And then obviously the most recent one, right? The WoS Plus, which probably I would say next to the chatbot, lightbulb chatbot thing, Twitch chatbot, lightbulb, I forget what we called it. I'm terrible at naming things, obviously. I would say next to that project though, WoS Plus is my like similar size in terms of, you know, like how big a project is and how involved it is. I'd say WoS Plus is up there. Maybe the biggest project we've worked on stream. So I'm glad we're doing it. And I hope, I guess most of you keep coming back. So you're enjoying seeing the progress and following along with that, albeit at a slow pace. Excuse me. But I'm really enjoying working on it. Like I've kept that momentum since before the break. I've been working on things. Like the most recent thing is I've been using AI to like write up tests and scaffold out tests for me. And in fact, I have a bunch of PRs to review that I had worked on yesterday. You can see here, to go through and make sure that those tests are really valid tests and that type of thing. But it's like speeding up my workflow significantly doing that kind of stuff. Let me catch up on chat here a little bit. Coach Sean says, some of my favorite projects are when writing software to work with hardware. I made my own DMX controller with a NetDuino many years ago. That's for controlling stage lights. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. May says Facecam was a cool project. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. That's awesome though, Coach Sean. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Speaking of those types of things, like I think I saw recently, because you mentioned NetDuino, like Raspberry Pi and a lot of computer hardware is like getting crazy in prices right now because of this whole AI phase, you know? It's kind of freaking me out. Not freaking me out, but it's just kind of like, what the heck is going on?
Today, Electric Havoc.
Hey, what's up, Electric Havoc? Good to see you. Getting gray there, old friend. Been a while. Hope you're well. Yeah. Lots changed, buddy. AI and crypto. Yes, TypeScript tea time. Good to see you, Electric Havoc. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? How's your holidays and New Year going? And what's your win of the week if you got one to share? So yeah, we're just if you're just tuning in, folks, we're just reflecting on 8 years streaming, looking back on things. Then we'll play a little words on stream, and then we'll call it a day for today. Work keeps me off the interwebs, but I took off today off. Nice. Well, congrats. Enjoy your day off. Glad you're staying busy and keeping your head down and not getting too distracted by the internets, you know? Oh, when we played Only Up. I don't know why this is showing in that category, but the first time I beat Only Up, that's got to be in here somewhere.
Welcome in and thanks for joining.
Sean, there he is.
John C.
All right, now that Sean 08 is here, I was holding back on showing this clip. Sean. All right, this is like the fastest win for an imposter.
All right, chat. Who do we think it is? Probably says Surly Dev right away. I'm gonna stick with knowledge. Gotta get some of these leaves. Just cleaning up the leaves. A little bit of cleaning up. Okay, me and Knowledge finished that. Let's see what Knowledge does here. Why is Knowledge going up there? Why is Knowledge up there and not going for... Why is Frackberg standing there? Very sus.
I was completely wrong.
Alright, so Knowledge is a little bit sus. I think Frackberg was stuck in the middle of a task. Sean is running with.
Schmo abroad.
An ad is
Schmerpo.
about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
I think it's knowledge.
Oops. Jeez.
Sean laughing.
Because nobody went over to the reaction.
Sean's devilish laugh there. So basically, that alarm that was going off, if you've never played Among Us, you know, a bunch of you are like on a team, but you don't know who's on your team. And then there's only a handful of people, one or two, maybe more, I think it is, but like typically one or two that are imposters that are trying to sabotage you. And part of the way they sabotage you is they either eliminate players by killing them, or they set off those alarms that the crew has to go and fix those emergencies. And if they don't, then the imposter wins basically. And that's what just happened basically in that one. Good to see you, Sean. What's your win of the week, win of the year? If you got one to share, let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear it. We'll celebrate together. But I'm glad you
An ad is about to start in 1 minute.
you're able
on
to
Twitch.
tune in for that. I was holding off to see if you popped in so that we could show it, type of thing. So yeah, we talked about what projects I've done over the years, how I used to stream. I used to stream on Monday nights. I would do I would call it beer and game nights, and we'd play games like Fortnite, Rocket League. Loved Rocket League. I haven't played Rocket League in so long. I was pretty damn good at it too. And then I started branching off. That's where you see some of these clips. I'm not going to get into the clips of all of them, but there's some clips where you see people on with me. Like this one here is when I would do Build Up Devs, which is a community that we started on Instagram for the developer community there. And it was about building each other up and not tearing each other down, because in the developer community on Instagram at the time, like there was a lot of like negativity and people just kind of like trying to rip each other apart and tear each other down. And I was like, what the hell is this? We gotta flip this around. We gotta build each other up. Like it's not necessary to be behaving this way in the community. So me and Denise started that on Instagram, and then we turned it into like a podcasty type of thing that didn't really take off or go anywhere, like because of me and Denise and like our time and trying to find the time. So anyway, we were doing that like every Wednesday or something like that. No, every Thursday. Every Wednesday I was doing a Python stream where my buddy and colleague at the time, Cecil, yeah, Wednesday was Python. I'm glad you remember, Sean. We were learning Python from scratch, and that was really fun. And we got a lot of folks that found that to be super useful. And I forget who it was. Somebody even came in not too long ago, more recently, and said that I remember sharing it with Cecil too. From that stream, one of the streams like that, it really inspired them to get into programming, and they did, and end up landing a job and stuff like that. And I was like, what? So that was crazy. Yeah, let's see if we can find a link of that. That's a good call out, Frackberg. Before I find that link, though, I see Sean says win of the week. I would say I'm heading to get tattooed in a bit. Nice. Okay. Win of the year for 2025. Probably my weight loss. That's awesome. Congrats on all that, Sean. Very happy for you. And thank you for sharing, buddy. Keep up that momentum going into the new year, man. All right. Let's see if we can find a clip. If you all don't mind, Frackberg or Sean or both of you, if you want to peruse the clips as well to see if you can find it, see if we can see what came of that. Oh yeah, like, oh man, I had this series that I started 4 years ago. I only did 2 episodes of it, one with Instafluff and one with Triple B, Bald Bearded Builder. And basically it was a challenge that one person had a blindfold on, and they were the ones that were like the coders, and then the other person was like the director, and you'd have to implement some type of feature or functionality into a piece of software, build something while blindfolded, basically working together. And it was it was so good. It was so good. The one with Instafluff was very good, and then the one with Triple B was hilarious because of the way he and I are together. It's just it's fun. In fact, we got some We got some good clips of that. I forgot all about this. Oh man,
An ad is about to
I
start
should
in
bring
2
this back.
minutes on Twitch.
I'm just laughing.
How's that feel, buddy?
I don't feel anything.
Too much of that Nagsmo, whatever the hell you put on.
Nagsmo.
What is it called? The cocaine. You're on too much
You've met my wife. Nagsmo.
This whole stream, I think I was crying laughing.
What was it called?
Nagsmo.
What was it
I
called?
don't feel anything anymore.
Noxema.
Bad panda.
I was close. I was close.
So you can see I was blindfolded in this case, and Michael Jolly, Triple B,
Back on your mother-in-law.
No.
he was the one.
She nags Mo and Mo and Mo.
Oh, such a
An ad
good.
is about to start in 1 minute on
Oh,
Twitch.
that's loud. Come on, just snooze, man. Leave me alone with the ads. It's a short stream today. This one's pretty good too, from that same stream.
Okay. Delete word. Navigator. Navigator. Please, someone go back and clip what he wrote right there.
Navigator.
Navigator. I'm from Alabama, so it works.
Oh, those are some good streams right there. Don't forget voice coding. Oh yeah, that was not. Oh yeah, I used to have this scene.
Do it again. I believe in you. You believe in that first one. You can do it again. I believe in you. You believe in yourself. So do not worry about like a new programming language.
All right, let me just say this. The things I say in these moments, I truly believe, but me watching them back, it just makes me cringe so bad. I don't know why. There's just something about it that just maybe because it's me. Like if it was somebody else saying these things, I'd be like, okay, cool. But like maybe because it's me trying to be like motivate, not trying to be like anytime I would put these scenes up, I was like, I really just felt strongly about something and wanted to like say it. And I just did it, like, and I'm fine with that. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like, it's something about, think of it this way. Like, when you hear your voice and it sounds different to you in a video recording versus like what you hear in your head, or when you try, like, so you have that going on and then just watching yourself, right? Like it's very, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. It's just kind of uncomfortable, like seeing. But I've kind of gotten over that aspect of it, at least, of seeing videos of me, like, because I have to watch back like my YouTube videos for work. I got to review the edits and stuff like that, and like I've gotten over that aspect of it. It's still slightly uncomfortable just watching myself in videos and hearing myself in videos, but in any case, beyond that though, when I'm saying stuff that's more like inspirational, philosophical, motivational and stuff like that, it really, it's that, I'm like, what am I doing? Again, the things I'm saying, I truly believe and feel and think in my mind. But the way it comes off to me in the recording, like in the moment while I'm doing it, it feels good. But when I watch it back, I'm like,
language, a new framework coming along and winning out amongst the community and becoming like an industry, a role and a skill set that's in demand in the industry. You can jump to that. You can do it. I believe in you. So don't worry about that. And hopefully that helps you. If you get into that mentality, it helps you alleviate that feeling of having to be like,
Do it! Just
that scared the crap out of me right there. Holy moly. Did it get you all too?
do it!
yes, Robert Tables, yes. Hopefully it alleviates that feeling.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to go back to this time. Maybe it is the lack of the beard. That might be part of it, Sean. Oh. Sean says, I mean, it's currently going the other way, but I'm working on getting back down. Yeah, well, you know, it was the holidays, dude. Give yourself some grace.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on
Oh
Twitch.
my gosh. All right. Let's just run the ad. Here we go, chat. Run the ad. I'll pause on looking and reflecting on these things, okay? Oh man, but yeah, I cannot.
The ad is starting now and will go for 180 seconds.
I cannot do with listening to myself talk about that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I should be okay with it. I wonder if other, like, think about people that are like motivational speakers for a living or like philosophers and stuff like that. Do they feel that way when they watch themselves say these things back? I wonder. Do you, like, speaking of, like, you all watch that, you see me saying that, does it make you cringe? You can be honest with me. Does that clip make you cringe a little bit? I'll drop it in the chat for people that are in ads. It makes me cringe. All right, let's see. I cringe every time I watch my VODs or clips. Okay, well, that's fair. Do you cringe at that clip though? I'm curious. Is that clip cringy? I'm looking for honest feedback. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I feel that it's cringy, so you can agree with me, or you can be like, nah, it's not that bad. Sean says, is that because of the pain you remember from cycling? Yeah. All right. While people are in ads, let's see if I can find some other moments in time here that were good. Oh, Bauer howling. I think we have this recorded too. I rarely cringe at clips and such from you, Clarkio. Really? Are you being sarcastic with me? Is that what the LOL is for at the end? Rackbrook says, no, it's because I'm a huge dork and my clips tend to reflect that. Hey, you got to, like, look. If you've gotten anything from me, you got to embrace the dorkiness. I'm okay with being a dork. I'm okay with that. I've gotten over that, I guess I would say. No, not sarcastic. Just think it's funny. Really? Okay. Fair enough. That's good to hear then. I appreciate that feedback, Sean. Like my intro dance stuff, like I don't cringe at that. I know, like, that's intended to be, oh my gosh, I forgot about the Shakira project too. Hold on. I got distracted there. Squirrel. I don't mind the intro dance. It is a little bit embarrassing when people in real life that I know, like I think I told you all, my neighbor came across it. And my neighbor, like, so it was a little bit like, if it was family, I'd feel a little less uncomfortable about it, but because it was like a neighbor friend, I was like, oh, you saw that? And they're like, yeah, we loved it. I was like, okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Fracker says, I'm fine with being a dork. I'm less fine with watching myself be a dork. Okay. Trent says, I can't answer until I see the clip of you in the purple onesie again. That one doesn't make me cringe either. I'm okay with that one. It's weird. It's when I do the more, like, I don't know, because we'll get what would happen. Let me give you some more context. Like, new developers, people that are getting started in developing and programming, would come in and ask questions of me. And I just felt like, you know, I got to give them some inspiration, some encouragement and stuff like that. And so I would go into these, you know, this deep answer. And again, I felt strongly about these things, but watching them back for whatever reason, it really bugs me. So that's what those answers would come back. That's why I would go on the TED Talk thing. Here you go, Trin. Oh, young Clarkio. Back in the day. All right, Shakira. Are the ads done yet? Yeah, I think so. All right, so this was like a game we built.
Extension. I'm gonna go PR. This is
Why doesn't it show the game?
when they are joining
What was this clip about then?
PR.
So this was this very, look, there's Frackberg. And Rossi was in there too. Nah, you got to embrace that part of yourself, man. It's hilarious. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Trin. So this game, very, very high fidelity, well designed game. The idea is it would come up with a random sentence or a random set of words, and I'd have to type them out letter by letter, but you all in chat would have to coordinate together and put each word in as a chat message. I thought it was a pretty creative idea. So the idea, like, it was almost like I didn't even know about Words on Stream at this time. I don't know if Words on Stream was around at this time when we built this out. So it's kind of like almost like a play on that to some degree. You know, it's another word-based game. You forgot about this, Frackberg? Yeah. Back Before Children. True. That is true. When I had the onesie, it was before children. Actually, yeah. Yes, it was before children. May says, so if we ever see you in person, we can ask you to do the dance? No. No. Sean, you forgot about it as well? Yeah. That was a good... that project's still available. I don't know if it runs anymore. I should have made that into a website as well. Your boys are 20 and 22. You don't remember Before Children? Yeah. I'm not at that point, but I feel you to some degree. All right, what's this I agree one? Oh, this is a good one. This is a good related to the dance. It's all on the hips. Like that. That's good. That's kind of funny to me.
I agree.
What?
I agree.
Yeah, that was the Shakira project. So the reason it's called Shakira was it was like a play on Shakira, obviously the singer, but I don't even remember how we came up with the name. I wonder if we clipped that. But basically, the idea was you had the chat had to type keys, right? It was like a keyboard typing game. So like, the streamer would have to type each letter of the words in all of the. It wasn't like a complete sentence. It was just a bunch of random words put together, right? And then the streamer would have to type in each letter, right? Because they could do that fast. But it'd be like nearly impossible to make chat type each letter out to compete and see who could get the. Basically, you had to type everything. So the streamer had to type everything as fast as they possibly could, and the first one to complete getting all the words done won, right? But as we learned from playing that, it's very hard for chat to even keep up with, unless you have like maybe a dozen people playing, with the streamer typing, because you have to coordinate and get each word, you know. So yeah, that's what the Shakira project was about, Trin. Hope that helps. Frankfurt, speaking of, my 25th anniversary is coming up. The wife will never let me forget breaking up with her on Valentine's Day. Yeah. Good for her. She shouldn't, says Sean. Yeah. Yep. It does. That's so cool. Yeah. What else do we have from the streamiversary to talk about here? Any other times? There's a gym one right there. Doing the stretch. We've been doing the stretch for 6 years. Is this the time I got raided by Tim Tatman? I think that was a huge day. Yeah, that's what happened here. So
Now I have to stay on even longer.
So this funny story behind this one too. So Tim the Tatman, if you don't know, he's a very, very popular gaming streamer, even to this day, but especially even like very, very much so back then. And I somehow got into the Tatman army, which was like Twitch has this thing called stream teams. I don't think it's really that like really well known or prolific feature that's part of Twitch or really well used anymore. But oh, hold on, my kid's here. All right, so I got into the Tatman Army, and it's basically a stream team, which I was like, I was over the moon that even happened. I was like, I didn't think they would let like a programming streamer into the stream team. I thought it was just gamers, but they let me in. And so what would happen is I think Tim and his moderator Whips would just pick somebody at random that was live to go raid after his stream completed, after Tim's stream completed. So I got raided with like tens of thousands of people at once in this, and which was freaking awesome. It was also like greatly overwhelming, and like I was like starstruck type of thing. Okay, so those two things were happening, but then the other thing that really screwed things up is I had set up my streams to react anytime people followed, subscribed, cheered bits and stuff like that. So it got so inundated with all of these effects. Good job, honey. It got so inundated with all the effects. It just
Longer.
like you could just see.
Sorry, work.
It's freaking
I
out.
think you realize what happened.
Anyway, I was streaming late into the night, and I was planning on actually, I was like on my last game or something like that, and I was planning on calling it a night. And then Tim the Tatman raided me, and I was like, all right, I gotta ride this wave. And I ended up just staying up all night. Mrs. Clarkio was not happy about that. I think I ended up calling like taking the day after that. I forget what happened in regards to that. I mean, I'm just talking about it here. You can see.
My CPU is pegged, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to turn off my. Hold on. I gotta turn off the bulb.
Yeah. So like everything was freaking out, and people in the that were part of the raid were like, dude, turn this stuff off. It's ruining things for you and us. And I was like, all right. I tried my best to do it, but it was right around this time. It was like, well, not around this time. It was like December of 2018, I think, or 2019. It was freaking awesome. It was such a cool thing. I forgot if I was modded during that or it was already a mod. I think, yeah, I don't remember, Sean. I mean, you've been around since the early days. You had to have been already. I don't know if you were a mod necessarily, but you definitely were around for that. Frackworks says my 21st wedding anniversary is a few days after that. Ah. So yeah, that was a big day right there. And that really, it boosted my stream at the time significantly in terms of viewership and engagement and all that. So that was a big thanks to Tim for raiding me and doing that. Sean says I remember modding during that event, but I don't remember if that was why I became a mod. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a really cool, significant milestone in my streaming career. But yeah, when I was so around that time is when I started streaming a lot. I was streaming a lot more. I had more time because I didn't have a young family with kids or baby to like help out with and whatnot. And so I was streaming several days a week. And I had gotten up to where I was approaching close to triple digit concurrent viewers. I never quite got it significantly or consistently, but I was getting close.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Bald Bearded Builder.
Triple B says, let's be real. The highlight of the stream career was an afternoon of lunch and chatting in Orlando. That is definitely up there. That is definitely up there. So what Triple B is referring to is when I got to meet him in person for the first time. It was definitely. You missed it, Triple B. I don't know if like your ears were ringing, but I showed this clip from us when we did the whole coding blindfolded one, and just reminding everybody how much we were just crying, laughing that entire stream.
Too much of that Nagsmo, whatever the hell you put on.
Nagsmo.
What is it called? The cocaine.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. We should look to do that again, Triple B. If not for, a stream, but just for our own enjoyment. I mean, yeah, we'll stream it just to, in case anybody else finds it entertaining and valuable, but for us, just to get the good laughs in again. That was definitely one of my top streams, I feel like, that I had the most fun. All right, so yeah, we're going down memory lane still. I don't know, timeline-wise, we're not really following things sequentially, or whatever the word is, chronologically. We're jumping around a bit here. But yeah, the day I got raided by Tim the Tap Man was a pretty good one. Obviously, all the dance moves, intro dance when that started. We've been doing the intro. Oh, I was going to do this one, but everybody was in an ad. Bower Howl. You said, ooh, we haven't had TED Talk in a long time? Yeah. I don't think we do have that scene anymore. I think I deleted it because of... maybe what's this? There we go. I have it. I'm just not in it. See if I can add myself here. You stand corrected, yeah. What do I need? I need the green screen camera. There we go. Hello. There we go. There you go. Okay. TED Talk right here. But I don't have like the rights to the image and everything like that. So that's why I kind of cut it out of the whole thing. Your head compared to everyone else's head. All right. What else? What else? Does anybody else? We did the dryer stream. Oh, this is one of my first streams too when I built out this PC. Not the one that I'm on right now, but the PC at the time.
Power button is power switch.
I streamed that from a laptop.
So we definitely need that.
This is one of my first streams ever.
Need that one.
This is probably a better one. This is where it's finished. Look how cool it was.
And then more frameworks started coming out. Things started to explode in
The heck am I even talking about?
Started getting like things like Angular.
Ooh. Oh, dang. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. We have lunch. All right. It is not PB&J. It's like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store and some salad. Ensalada. So yeah, this was the old setup back then. My, has it changed? My, has it changed? I think we'll do a little bit more. Oh, is this the... No, well, only up. My only up era.
Starts building.
No!
Do you know?
No!
Land on something.
Land there. Land there.
Come on.
Land there.
Come on. Oh.
Land. Oh.
Yeah. No. Fam's not in town. My youngest is off. Well, both kids are off from school. My oldest though has practice that she's at right now, and the youngest is home with the fam. And then Mrs. Clarkio is working. You remember that TypeScript tea time? That's good to hear. But the rest of the family has already gone back, either flown or drove home, type of thing. Oh, Clarkio after Darkio. What's this clip? Sean made this clip.
Told me his name was Brian Clark.
Wait a minute.
He told me his name was Brian Clark. And he streamed after dark.
That was good. That was good. Good. What's this one? Why am I so like in your face?
AI in there.
6 years ago?
Sprinkle of AI in there. Welcome, though. Thank you for being here. Ask me more.
What the heck is that about? I'm talking about AI 6 years ago. That's crazy to think about. Like what AI was then versus now. Look, this is the first. This is how Words on Stream Plus came to be. Chat. Look. This is it right here.
Last second words in there. Last second.
Oh my gosh, look at how it used to look.
Type as fast as you can. Oh, 13 points away. We tied our record. Oh, man.
This is what words on stream used to look like. That's crazy. Yes, they did do a UI overhaul. I forgot about what it used to look like. So for folks that don't know, when we would play this like this during lunchtime, when we would reach the levels where, you know, it would make hidden answers. Right now, obviously we don't see the hidden answers because I guess we got to that point in the time of the level where it revealed all the answers for us. But I would open up Notepad like this on the right-hand side. I'd type out what we discovered as the fake. I was manually doing all this. And I was like, why am I doing this manually? Why don't I just automatically do it with software? I'll build something out. And that is how Words on Stream started. Clip it and ship it. But this is what we were doing. And then I learned of all the different things that the community does with like the less than symbol and like the big word and all spaced letters in the chat and all that stuff. Good times, man. Ooh, shirtless BBB. What does this mean?
Space. Socket equals
My face. Oh, you guys see what I...
I'm trying to be space socket equals now I'm trying to be good here. You know what? Here's the thing, chat. Brian has no clue that I've been sitting here this whole time without my shirt on.
That almost made me take my blindfold off right away.
Oh man, we got to do this again sometime, Triple B. Oh my gosh. Moments like that. There's priceless. All right, I'm going to get a Words on Stream going so I can actually eat and you all can play while I eat.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Digital Drummage.
What's up, Digital Drummer? That would mean we could get Triple B streaming again. I know. I would love to see that. You know, but I at the same time, I understand why folks like Triple B. I mean, I don't know the exact situation going on with Triple B, why he's not streaming, but I understand, like, just not being able to do it, not having the time and all that stuff, right? But yeah, I feel it. All right, Words on Stream. The mirror link is going to be right over here. I'm going to drop it in the chat for everybody so we can do that. I'll pin it. It's very annoying that it does this. Twitch is like every area I have the Twitch chat open, it's like showing me. All right. You have the mirror link. You have everything you need there. Let's go to, actually, let me switch to, I think it's this. This should be good right here. Yep. WoS Plus with camera. All right, let's run it. Get the music going in the background for a little bit while I eat. Take a little breather. And then we'll get back into reminiscing a bit. And then we'll call it a day. Farm takes a lot of work. Yeah.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Day to Day.
Thank you, Data Dev. Appreciate that. Happy to have you here. Nicely done, chat.
Is there another way out? 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 Is there another way? Is there another way out? 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 Is there another Is there another way out? Is there another way out? Is there another way out? In the silence, our weapons away. Like my tongue, is there? Is there another?
Look at those missed words. They're a little bit more accurate now, I think.
Is there another way out? 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 Is there another way out?
All right, enjoy getting that tattoo, Sean. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for being here for so many years. Supporting the stream so much over those years in various ways. I'm grateful for having had the opportunity to meet you in person a couple times too. And yeah, appreciate you, man. Looking forward to many more good times ahead with you. Oh, we lost on that one, huh? Will you be updating the player view, Miss Word? Yes, May. Yeah, I'm keeping track of all that. Thank you. May says, what dictionary are you using now? We're using the words dictionary from, whatchamacallit. So you know how we have the boards that are being stored in a database? Well, I have a new words table within that same database. And I actually have a process now that is a recurring cron job via the database service that I use, which is Supabase, that will every half hour check to see for new boards. Excuse me. And then for the new boards that have been saved in the boards table, it will update the words table based on that. So to me, it feels more accurate. I have a little bit more of like, there's like you cannot from the API add words to the words table. So it's a little bit stricter in the sense of not anybody can just add like the other dictionary now. So enjoy might be a stretch, but I'm excited for the outcome. All right, yeah. Beauty is pain, says Sean. Or says Trin. May says, okay, thanks for explaining. Yeah, no worries. Data Dev says, planning on spending the whole year learning one thing, the thing I still have to decide. Fair enough. You're gonna spend the whole year deciding, huh? Don't do that to yourself. All right, Frackberg, thank you as well, man. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for your long-time support and being here since the early days as well, man. Means a lot. That's part of like why I do the Streamiversary stream, is like reflecting on all that, and to have folks like you coming in and week out for so long. It's crazy. Appreciate that. It means a lot. I never would have thought that would happen, you know? So it's cool. Thanks again. Happy New Year. Peace out.
Welcome in and thanks for joining today, Bernards.
All right, lunch is done. Let's finish this out. Nice, May.
Welcome in and thanks.
What's up, JT? Schmerpel. How's it going, JT? Also, Bernard, thank you for joining in and playing Words on stream with us, too. Oh, I didn't realize. Well, glad you found us. Merry New Year to you as well. Nice, clear chat. S is hidden. Spirit. Nice, Dubsman. I didn't know you were still there, bud. He thinks I'm your doppelganger? Really? How does he know what I look like? Yeah, me and my crooked nose. I think Vrabel's more of your doppelganger. No, I did not forget that. Verify? No. Nice, May. Oh, diver. Did we get that one? Yeah, we got diver already. Ired. Oh, G is fake. G is fake. Red. Redid. Rid. Gerd. Verde. Vired. Veride. What is that other 6-letter word? Deride. Dang it. I don't know either. I don't know either. Eider or deride? What does eider mean? I need to add this bot into my definition bot stream. Rugmat bot. All right, we'll keep rolling. Level 22. Let's go. Best for today. Rocking and rolling. Anoint. Joint works. Jointly is not working. Junction. Wow, nice job, Trin. Function, right? Oh, you just got that one, May. Nice. Joint, junto, union. Unct. Junked. I don't know. Jinto. Untie, untin, untin. No. Tonic, nice. Anoint? No. Cinto. What's that first word? Count. Oh my gosh. And tunic. 2 easy words that I should have known. Hey, level 24 chat. On a roll today. Nuncio. Torpedo. Trapped. Pirate. Ooh, party. Tea party. Parody. Trapeze. Taxation. Exert. Parrot. Praise. Trapeze. Ooh. Petey. Treaty. Great. Expatriate. Expat. Oh, that worked. Expat. So X is in there. What's the fake letter then? Expert. Taxpayer. Yeah, that was it, Trin. I yoinked it though. I think we need like 1 or 2 more words, chat. Oh no, 1 more word. Ah. Come on, somebody get it. Ah, extra or repay, apter, and Thierry. Good try. Good try. All right, we're gonna stop playing words on stream there. I'm trying to think in terms of things to. Well, first shout out Trin May, Data Dev JT, Dubsman, Kowich, Sean, and Bernard for playing that round. Thank you for helping getting us to level 24. Personal best for today on the channel. Good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. In terms of closing out the Streamiversary stream here, I think we pretty much covered a lot of the history of the stream. If you all have questions, feel free to drop them in chat. Love to do, happy to answer questions that you might have. But yeah, we covered the beginning times, the middle times, and the end times. No, the now times. Yeah, a lot of silliness, a lot of goofiness, some cringe, some helpful educational content. Oh wait, whoa. Oh, no. We need to stop that. Yep, yes, stop. There we go. Charity choice. Yes, we'll discuss that in the Discord. Any plans for this year? Happy New Year. Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well, Data Dev. In terms of plans for the stream, no. Personal plans, not really either. Like, I used to be more into the New Year's resolution thing. I generally don't do that anymore. I have, I do goals. Like last year's goal was I wanted to be consistent in exercising more and have at least twice a week doing sessions like that. And I would say on average, did I do it twice a week every week? No. But on average, I would say over the course of a year, it would average out to twice a week. Yes. So, there's that. Work-wise, things are going good there. Goals for that, I would say, is like I'm putting pressure on myself, really. Not so much my leadership and work, but I want to scale that up, and I want to make the videos better, and I want them to perform better. So I want to experiment more there and find creative ways to do that without compromising like my I don't want to say principles necessarily, but like let's put it this way. We got into this discussion a little bit on a past stream talking about there are content creators not just in the programming and cybersecurity space that are like drama driven content creators. But I mean, across the board, like there's a lot of creators out there that create videos, social content, that type of thing, that play into the game. Like they're playing the game that these platforms have made for us, you know, and it preys on our human psychology and that type of stuff. And I just don't want to contribute to that. I absolutely could jump into that, like in the deep end, and like go full blown and like probably grow significantly if I were to do that kind of crap and like post about hot takes and that kind of stupid stuff. And I don't want to be part of that. So I'm trying to think of like ways that are like the opposite of that to grow, you know? And I think it's just slower that way. It's more consistent and stabilized that way, and you're not going to go viral necessarily because of that. Or you're going to have less chances to go viral as a result. That type of thing. Total words, total boards. We are at 8,731 words, and boards were at 1,373 boards right now, May. So those are my thoughts in terms of Data Dev's comment about any plans for this year. Happy New Year. I want to try and get back into reading a bit more because I fell off that habit a bit last year.
An ad is about to start in 2 minutes on Twitch.
I want to challenge myself in terms of like just trying new things and getting outside of my comfort zone a little bit more, and experimenting outside of programming a bit more to like build on my skill sets and things like that. I think that's a good thing to do for anybody. Whether that's doing at home DIY type of stuff or learning about different businesses and things like that. That's kind of like the trend I've been on over the past year or so. So I'm looking to do that some more and expand upon that this year. But yeah, I think that kind of sums it up, Data Dev. What was the Kappa too? JT says, favorite stream event, watching Clarkio play the up game for hours just to fall down and fail only inches from the end. L9. I'm glad that happened this year. I don't remember that one. I know we've played only up. Yeah, I guess that was a big trend this year, was only up. The game came up this year. Was it? Was it this year?
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
Oh, I can't even dismiss it, can I? Oh, I can snooze it. I forget when that came up, but yeah. May says, that was a fun stream. Will there be another game you play? On stream? I think I would say the likelihood of that happening is probably, like, there's like a good chance of that, because I tend to do that on kind of like a stream like today. I normally would do that where I don't have work. It's not like a typical work day, and so I can kind of goof around in the sense of like doing different things on stream instead of programming related stuff or work related stuff. So, and I imagine that'll happen again at some point where I'll be off for either a holiday or for my own vacation time I've taken off, and I'll play a game on stream like that. It's just a question of like what game. You know, I know there's other games similar to Only Up that are like really challenging and frustrating games that like you have to restart all over again, and I'm down to do that some more if you all have thoughts on that. So let me know. Drop it in the Discord. It's the best place to do it. JT says, not sure if it was this year, but still. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, I think we summed up everything in terms of like everything that we've done. Oh, we did voice coding. This was it. I forget who mentioned that earlier. Pause the music. We did voice coding by voice. What the heck? Where's the clip? Here it is.
Of in quotes express.
This was 5 years ago. This stuff has gotten way better since. I've just not tried it.
Ed const app equals express call.
So if you're not picking up what's happening there, is I'm using this tool called Serenade, it has an extension for the programming tool I use, Visual Studio Code, and then it'll take what I say and turn it into code inside of the file, right? So it's coding by voice, which is cool, especially 5 years ago, let alone now. Oh, this is the chair stuff. There's many of you that probably have not been around. I mean, there's definitely some of you that have been around long enough to have witnessed chair, but I used to do this.
Ikoa. It's okay. What's up? I accidentally subbed to Brian, says Ikoa. It's okay, Ikoa. I forgive you. I know you really love me, Chair, and not Clarkio. All right. He's coming back. Oh, he's sitting. Sorry, Chair.
It was a little bit I would do on stream quite a bit. No pun intended with that. Yeah, I used to do that all the time, and I made it to where people could redeem it, like request chair to come on stream. But I have not set up this new office in that way to support it right now. So, and I just keep putting it off because I'm so focused on other things like working on the WoS Plus stuff and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff over time. You could see the games I've played on stream, games I've played off stream don't show up here, but like Apex Legends, I did play Fortnite off stream and on stream, Rocket League off stream and on stream, Call of Duty Warzone, never on stream I don't think, but did play that a lot. And then I've been playing Battlefield lately. Trying to see if there's any other clips that jog some memories of things that were significant that happened over that time.
Is about to start in 2 minutes.
Regarding the stream anniversary here, I think we pretty much covered it. We pretty much covered it. I think I'm gonna elude onesie. What? What is this one about?
Actually goes down to the point where, like, when I'm leaving,
What? I think I clicked on the wrong one.
I don't feel sure that the garage door actually goes down.
Oh, that was a black overlay issue. You can't read anything when people change the color to black. I clicked on this, I thought. Oh. There you go. Here's Build Up Dev Stream with the niche right there.
An ad is about to start in 1 minute on Twitch.
But playing the emotions of chat is still your favorite? What do you mean? Is that a clip you saw? Oh, the Twitch highlight thing that I was talking about. This is a explanation of it. This was another project over the years that was a fun one for a little while.
Yes, so we parse the message and break it up into the pieces of, like, hey, is it the command, and what is the line number that they're sharing? What's the file name that they're sharing? It's doing that type of parsing, but then the extension has to figure out how to apply the chat message parsing into these, that's broken out into these variables, and apply that to the decoration that gets shown on screen. So yeah, I think you kind of have the right understanding there. It helps drive adding the decorations, but the actual extension here is the thing
The
that
ad is
applies
starting now and will go for
the
180
rendering of the
seconds.
VS Code. Cool.
All right, everybody's in ad, so I gotta wait here. Oh, this is our previous channel record for words on stream. Nope, I clicked on the wrong one. What the heck? Clicked on this.
That was an amazing run, though. Level
61.
61?
I thought that was amazing.
That was the last lock. Oh,
The highest we've gotten was 269.
big thank you to everybody. Really quick. King, Tally, Block of Fire and Ice, May, Kobuchon.
You know, little did this version of Clarkio know how much this game was going to impact the channel. You know? You know Block of Fire and Ice Trin? That's awesome. Yeah, King Crimson, I remember. Block and I think Tally Selector were like, and May obviously, were wicked good at words on, like the first few people that I came across that popped into my stream when I was playing words on stream that were like really good at it, that helped us get to that level at that time, and then we broke that level to 269 is the best on this channel so far. But yeah, so previously it was level 37 was the highest we've ever reached, and then on this one we got to 61. That was a cool day. Do I have the 269 one in here? I probably have that record somewhere. Man, there's just so many clips. So many things that have happened over the years. It's crazy. Why is Twitch failing to load these clips? Like, what are you doing,
Welcome
Twitch?
in and thanks for joining today, Ayush Sharma.
Hey, Ayush. My chat is wicked smart. You want me to find, is that a clip that you saw that you liked? My chat. It's not showing up for some reason. Data dev. You doubled it? Wow, yeah. 5 years, 2 months, 12 days, and 1 hour. Appreciate that, Ayush. It's good to see what you win in the week. If you got one, or win of the year to share, Ayush. I'm not seeing that on screen even when I search the page, Data Dev. Sorry if you saw it and I'm missing it. Maybe I can go to another. Can I search for a piece of content in here? My chat is wicked smart. Yeah, no results found for that. Where is it? It's on the page somewhere. It's just not showing it to me. Why would it bring me to where it is? Like, it's showing that it's somewhere on the page, but I can't find it. Inspect, maybe? Oh, it's in the stream chat. That's why. It was reference to Goodwill Hunting's dialogue. No, I think that's what you said in that clip. Oh. Okay. Here, I'm going on this goose chase. Wild goose chase. Don't scroll Twitch clip page. It just gets slower and slower. Yeah, clearly. I'm noticing that.
Joining today, Angelic Chime.
What's up, Angelic Chime? Happy to have you here. Problem occurred? I don't know what that's in reference to. But happy to have you here. Thanks for being a first-time chatter. So yeah, folks, that's a little highlight reel over the 8 years. I know we didn't touch upon everything possible, but some of the significant moments that happened over that time frame we shared. It's been a fun journey. I really love streaming. I don't I don't do it as like a like either for like to, what was I going to say? Like there's some people that like that's their career, and like I applaud them for that. I think that's super cool. And, if that ever were to be the case or somehow become a possibility, then I think I'd be down. However, I also am kind of like not, because I just enjoy it as like a little hobby thing. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy putting on a show. I enjoy teaching and being here and hanging out and getting to know you all in the community, whether it's from the programming side of things or the words on stream side of things as of lately. Like, I really just enjoy what streaming has done and created for me, and the connections it's helped me make. Like I mentioned before, for instance, Sean 08, I got the opportunity to meet him twice in person. I met him through streaming, like through my stream. And then I happened to be in his area for work stuff, and I was like, and we made it happen. Went and got a drink and hung out. Similar situation with Triple B, Old Bearded Builder. And has there been anybody else? There was one other person, Rival. I got to meet him once in person. He was somebody I used to game with, and he used to mod on the stream and the Discord, but he's been super busy, starting his own family and whatnot, stuff like that. Anyway, it's been a while since I've touched base with him. Those are a couple examples of cool opportunities that never would have came to be. I never would have met these people had I not been streaming. Stuff like that, let alone and in addition to that, that's taken it to, a whole new height in the sense of being able to meet people in person that you've met through streaming, but let alone the people that are regulars here or come in frequently enough to pop in when they get some time, but have been around for a long time, and I've gotten to know them through streaming, that type of thing. So it's super cool. Really love it. If you've ever been on the fence of thinking about streaming, you don't know what to stream, that type of stuff, I say, give it a shot. You never know. It might be something that you fall in love with, like what's happened with me, and you do it. One of the things that make it possible for me, I'll share this one bit of advice, and then I think we'll call it there. But the one thing that's made it possible for me to keep up with the streaming is, like, over at one point in my streaming career, if you will, or streaming journey, I was streaming a lot, like 3 times a week, and that's when I reached like my peak of growth, if you will, on the platform, with most concurrent viewers, most chatting going on and stuff like that. Where I was kind of on the road to making partner even then too. Hey, thank you
for the follow, Angelic Chime.
Thank you. Happy to have you here and doing that. So what was I saying? Shoot. I was on a path where, like, had I kept going at that rate, I probably could have made partner, that type of thing. But it just didn't work out. Things changed. My schedule changed. My responsibilities changed and stuff like that, and I had to cut back. But I was like, this is something I don't ever want to stop doing. I just need to cut back. So I'm gonna make it a point to carve out Friday afternoons every week, or as much as possible that I can every week, to do that. And it's really been great. I'm glad that I'm proud of myself that I've been able to stick to that because of how much I enjoy doing it. And like, there's definitely been weeks where I'm like, I don't feel like streaming because stuff's going on, personal things. And, I've not streamed as a result of that. But then there's been other times where, like, I don't feel like it, and then I still do. And I press start streaming button, and then you all show up, and it puts me in a better mood, and I have a good time. And so thank you for that. Thank you for being here, whether you've been here from the early days or more recently. It means the world to me, because I love this. I love streaming. I love doing it just as like a fun hobby type thing. And I'm here to hang out, connect with you all, meet new people that have similar interests around these things, and keep working on these fun projects and getting input from you all. And I'm going to continue to do that. And that's how I've been able to do it for 8 years now, because I've just stuck to that being the main motivation and goal. So that's 8 years for you. And then, we'll see how much longer we can keep this going, but it's a pretty good trend. I'm proud of that, and I want to definitely get to 10 years plus. So yeah. May says, funny story, went to see knee doctor and he gave me an order, watch and cheer for his team on Saturday, the Panthers. Oh, what the heck? Well, what is it? It's week 18. It's not the playoffs yet. I guess the Panthers have a chance of making it, right? Look for me on TV on Sunday. All right, man. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Looking forward to seeing if I can spot you. All right, let's switch here. Trent says, oh no, he's a coder. That's his usual screen layout. What was it? Was that in response to something? Oh, problem occurred. I get what you're saying now. Thanks, Trent, for helping out with that. I think I'm all caught up on chat there. You're right. Yeah, like I've noticed the page starts slowing down significantly if you're scrolling clips on a channel. I never experienced that before. Actually, let me show you one more clip. This is one that's a big staple from the stream many moons ago too. The epic sax guy. Which reminds me, another key moment that happened over the years, especially my peak years of streaming. I went to TwitchCon and I spoke at TwitchCon, and that was super fun. And that's another thing that I put under memorable moment from. I was like, wait, did I play the clip again? You got me there, JT. Nice job. So that was super cool. I've been to TwitchCon a couple times. I haven't been as of recently, but maybe another time in the future. They do a good job with TwitchCon. It's a fun time. So, yeah. All right. On that note, though, I'm going to close it out. I know this is a bit of a different stream. Next week, we'll get back into the usual stuff. I'll update you all on the more specifics of what has changed with WoS Plus, Words on Stream Plus. If you haven't already, if you enjoy playing Words on Stream and you haven't done so already, check out wasplus.com, WOSPLUS.com. Dropping a link in the chat right now. Let me know your feedback, your thoughts, try it out. Whether you're a player, you can connect it to another, a channel stream that you're watching and playing Words on Stream in, or if you're a streamer, it's a great way to enhance the experience for your viewers and make it a little bit more approachable to people that are new to the game, that type of thing. Check it out, give it a try, and let me know your thoughts. It's all free. Just join in the Discord and let me know what feedback you have and that type of thing. There's a channel in there. If you want access to the Discord, there's a command !Discord, or you can go to clarkio.com/Discord. All right. On that note, I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me and going down memory lane for my stream anniversary. 8 years and 2 days, technically speaking here. Okay. But on January 4th, 2018 is when I started my first stream. And now we are here. It's crazy how much has changed in such a long period of time. Who would have thunk? No, I'm just messing. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your Friday and weekend. I'll see you next week, and we'll get back into the usual things then, all right? Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to go raid over into Dylan's stream. If you enjoy playing Words on Stream, stick around for that. Otherwise, thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next week, all right? Peace out.